Hello from the Universal Orlando parking garage. So we are in the parking garage today because we're heading over to Universal Studios Florida to go to
DreamWorks and the Tribute Store.
Yes, and stuff that we really need to do. They're also playing the music at the parking garage again, which is really cool because they removed it for a little bit. And I was very sad, but it is back. Literally right after I said, one of the last times that I was here, how nostalgic the music was in the parking garage. Very shortly after that, the music was gone, but it is now back and everything is okay. So we're probably heading straight over to Universal to go to DreamWorks Land first, I think. So before heading over to Universal Studios, I think it's pretty pertinent to go over here to the Epic Universe Preview Center. They have been finishing up this store very quickly. This week they have like the displays in the windows here. You head through a portal into the Tribute Store. This LED screen, which is also very recently completed. Or in this window they have the Super Nintendo World merchandise right there, and then the Isle of Berk, the How to Train Your Dragon merchandise, which that was right there. Now I'm heading over to the other side, over by the Hot Dog Hall of Fame. And then over here is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic merchandise, as well as the Dark Universe merchandise, which neither of these have actually been announced yet. I should take that back. They've been announced, but like the specifics of those lands as of right now have not officially been announced. So that was the Epic Universe Preview Center, or the exterior of it, that is getting very close to opening, which is opening this month in June. So heading over straight to DreamWorks, which is still technically under a technical rehearsal. We're also here to do the Tribute Store, but I wanted to go over to DreamWorks just in case first, because there could be some random Florida weather, maybe, or we do want to see like the show over there, and I don't know when they conclude those shows. So I've tried to avoid spoilers for DreamWorks Land. It's been pretty hard, just because it's been under a technical rehearsal for a few weeks now, DreamWorks Land, and then the Tribute Store has been open for, again, like a few weeks, so we are finally here doing it. We're also under like an excessive heat advisory this weekend, so that's great. So that's the Tribute Store over here, which we'll come back to that. They've added some stuff to that since it's been open. It is hot today. That is an understatement, definitely. We're just presuming that DreamWorks is technical rehearsing right now, so I guess we'll see in just a moment. And people are going inside. So the ET Kids Zone Pizza Company is no more. Over here they've completely painted that, so no more references to Kids Zone at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Brendan's just now seeing the ET Adventure sign. These bathrooms are painted too. And we are heading into a hot set. Brendan really likes this sign. So as soon as we enter into the land, there's Shrek's Swamp. It's just donkey meeting right now. Right across from Shrek's stump is the King Harold's Swamp Symphony. So over here there are lily pads you can step on and make the frogs ribbit.
Jurassic of them.
Yeah, right? Just jumping on the lily pads. So, we're continuing through DreamWorks. We'll make a lap, I think, and then head back around. This was the exit for Barney. Now this is Mama Luna. This is like an interactive area over here. This is interesting. What do you do?
Look at all those hungry guys.
Okay. I don't know exactly what we're doing, but we're doing something. Probably. So this was just like a little interactive play area, I think. This is for little ogres and their carriages. Yeah, the Barney Fountain. This is the exit for the DreamWorks Imagination Celebration. The next show's in about half an hour. There's some character meets over here. So that's the Trolls Troller Coaster. We might head over there in just a minute. But there's like this interesting area over here where we can sit in whatever these are. That's cool, right? Or like climb through it, I guess. So we are doing the Troller Coaster. Now it's only a 15-minute wait, and that's going to be us in just a minute. This is pretty much just, what was it before? The Woody Woodpecker, not house coaster, but just repainted and rethemed. It's sort of weird and sad to just have there not be the Fievel's Playland right here next to the coaster like I'm used to. Okay, we're heading to the queue. That's not a bad wait at all. I kind of want to stay here rather than in the sun. So I don't know if they're relaxing on filming on coasters, but I think people have filmed this ride. If not, then that's totally okay, I understand. But we should be on in I hope less than like 10 minutes. All right, we've almost made it to the very front of the line. We'll either be on this one or the next one. Okay, we're heading down to row number 1. So they asked everybody to put their loose articles and cell phones away, so I didn't record on the coaster, which is unchanged since it was Woody Woodpecker's Nut House coaster, but the show starts in a few minutes, so we're gonna go see that and then come back over here to post Kung Fu Training Camp. This is over by like the sort of the play area. There's the fountain. And we're going into the next show. So we're inside the DreamWorks theater, and wow, the frame rate right now is not enjoying these screens.
Look! It's back!
I don't see it. Is it supposed to storm today?
What is happening?
This way, donkey.
I'll find those stairs.
Oh yeah, the princess will be up the room in the highest room in the tallest tower! Shrek! Donkey!
What are you doing?
Say, I think we are actually in the story of Shrek!
Oh, what was that noise?
He's right. Shrek, you need to go save the princess. Donkey, you need to distract the dragon.
Okay.
Excuse me?
She's right. That's the sound of a...
Ooh, what large teeth you have. Do I detect a hint of minty freshness?
It's okay, Donkey. You just need to be brave.
I just need to be brave. I just need to be brave.
Zane! What happens next in your story?
Oh yeah, this is the part where you and the dragon fall in love.
What?
She is a girl dragon.
A girl dragon? Oh, of course you're a girl dragon.
Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. Couldn't leave her if I tried. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. Yeah, I'm in love.
It's Master Wu-Wei from Kung Fu Panda.
Where am I?
Zane, we are in the spirit realm with Poe.
Master Oogway? On the first day we met, I saw the future of Kung Fu. And the past, I saw the panda who could unite them both.
I believe the staff of wisdom belongs to you.
I can't take that. I mean, you're enlightened and everything, Master Oogway.
Oh, just be true to yourselves.
Me? I'm just...
You. You're just you.
Oh. Now what do we do?
Now, we celebrate Master Po.
This is my fight song. Take me by the right song. Through my coloring song. My battle's turned on. I am only strong. I play my fight song. And I don't care if nobody else leaves. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left in me.
Skadoosh.
My power's turned on. I'll be strong. Fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else leaves. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left in me. Oh, 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 still got a lot of fight left. It's Poppy from Trolls!
Rich, what are you doing here?
We heard you singing!
Which immediately made us suspicious of nefarious activity within the area.
That's not true.
Sorry, but I'm always on the lookout for ne'er-do-wells.
Branch, these are
show. It's right outside the theater. There's this massive mural on the wall with all of these, with all of these DreamWorks characters here in clouds, because like the motif of that show is like seeing your or using your imagination, looking at the clouds.
Really cute. And
Yeah.
the ending, they do like a little music montage at the end, and it was awesome.
I just zoomed in on Shrek, just yeah, to the crazy like background and music behind it. So now we're back outside, exited out of those doors right behind us. And here's the Trolls fountain. They replaced the Barney fountain. So there's an A-frame. There are A-frames everywhere that say DreamWorks Land is in technical rehearsal. We're heading back to Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp. Immediately, I really like the exterior of what they did back here to the Curious George play area. So there's a splash pad, the pond of perpetual wetness. This is the gong of resounding resonance, which is currently closed, it looks like, but presuming that you'd be able to pull that and ring the gong. So this is not a splash pad anymore, this entire area now. So there are noodles here that are chimes if you spin them. Oh yeah, the chimes up there. This area's closed off right now. I don't know if it's been closed off the entire technical rehearsal or they're waiting a little bit longer to open up this area, but it looks like, what do you call it? Like the little thing that you sit in and spin around?
It looked like merry-go-round.
I guess so. So we're making our way through the noodles. Over here, there's still a dump bucket up here, so I don't know if this is going to dump down. So this is still a splash pad, at least over on this side. At least it looks like, but you can't go up here anymore. The second level. So we're heading inside Poe Live, a live interactive experience with Poe. So this is the show back here, just interactive, like Turtle Talk with Crush, sort of an experience back here. This is like the skeleton of what used to be the ball factory. You can still see the second level up here too, but you can't go up there anymore. Well, I guess maybe you can. There's stairs outside. So this is 2 members only. This stairwell access up here to the second level. Maybe if it's like incredibly busy, they might have access up here for people back here to see the show. Learning Kung Fu from Poe right now. We came back inside and he's teaching us the Furious 5 signature moves. Just the Kung Fu moves from the Furious 5. So the show's over. I don't know how often they do the show. This is a cute area, and it's a fun retheme back here, but when you know what used to be here, the ball factory, and know what it is now, it's definitely a disappointment. I'm gonna say that easily. This is probably the weakest area.
This was really cute, though.
It was a cute show, but just the ball factory was the most superior theme park experience, one of them. So that was Mr. Ping's Noodle Caboodle. I didn't even notice these like lanterns up here. And then this is the Laundry of Ultimate Cleanliness. Does this work? Temporarily out of service. So at the very back of the splash pad, there's all of these clothes here, which almost look as if they're supposed to move like along a conveyor belt here, because there are these like water cannons back here that you would shoot up towards the clothes, presumably, and then there are these dump buckets up here too. There used to be a playground over here, and that is gone as well, but we're heading out of the Kung Fu Panda training area. Skadoosh! So there's the roller coaster, and now we're going back over to like the Shrek Swamp play area. There's also like multiple places to get food here, but I don't know if we're going to be getting food today. We might come back and do that at some point. It's not really a huge priority for us. This is Trolls Treats. Which I don't know if they're serving. I think they are. Yeah, this is ice cream. So there's another little splash pad there. This is Shrek Swamp, and we're heading up to Shrek's Swamp for Little Ogres. So there's Pinocchio up here, and there's a button that Brennan is pushing right now.
You know who really confused us?
Oh, his nose grows. Ring bell for service. Pinocchio's Fact Shack.
The thing I love about this one. Earthy.
So Pinocchio's just right here at the entrance to the play area. So the slides are out of service right now. And this is the infamous, like, fart slide, I think, that makes a fart sound whenever you come down the slide. So the area is still open though, so at least I can climb up here, even though the clearance is very low. Wow, like look at how low this is. You have to crawl in here, pretty much. Oh my god, this is like challenging. I'm like an adult, this is like chest level to get up here. Maybe this is supposed to be like the way down, but even then that's sort of like a drop. Oh my god. Good Lord. So Brennan went up the stairs, which is definitely a smart idea, because I am out of breath. There's the fart slide. This is the most challenging play area. Hi. Okay, I'm going to try to get up here. Oh.
There he goes. Oh. Woohoo!
Challenging. Wow.
I came in through that tunnel.
So this is where I came up here. Brennan came through that little tunnel over there, and I think we're going over here to this like little outlook. In a way, it sort of works out that all of the slides, or most of them, are closed right now because I feel like it would be a lot busier up here right now. I want to go over here to this stump. So as of right now, this is just a stump, but I don't know if this is supposed to be like a water effect, but they do have like water cannons that spray down into like the splash zone down there.
That's cute.
So I don't know if there's like a little drainage hole down there, so this might just be a stump, but Brennan did point out the sign that the floor may be wet. Woo, it is hot today.
Yes, roof.
Okay, so now I think we're heading out of, I wanted to say Kid Zone, but it's DreamWorks Land. And there's the roller coaster over there, and the Trolls area, and then the Kung Fu Panda area in the very back. And behind the stump here, there's the line for ET. So we're going to go back across this bridge, and then I think there is one slide that we can take over here. So this is how Brennan got up to this level, because I popped out over here. But now I'm going through the tunnel. Down there is where 2 of the slides let out that start over here and over here. Okay, I can do this. This is actually not as bad as Kid Zone was. Doing this with a bag, that was a little bit challenging. Okay, so see there are a couple slides here. That's where I came from. That's where I went up to get to the top of like the little net area. And there's one slide here, which is open. I can do this one slide. Feet first, please. One little ogre at a time. That's me. Woo! Oh no, I'm too sweaty. All the way down. All right, I think we're heading out of the play area here. There's one more like, I don't know, like a net ladder to get up to the top. Up here, this probably would have been the better alternative to go up this way. That's where we were up here. This is the splash zone, and we are heading out of DreamWorks Land. When we first got here, Donkey was meeting outside of Shrek's swamp. But now there's no characters to meet at the moment. His line was like really long, so we'll have to come back. Over there is Shrek's swamp snacks, which
You get the famous Shreks.
I know, it's so expensive though. We wanted to go over here to get some water from the freestyle machine, but it looks like they have blocked it off. No, I think you can still access it over here because they've just been painting Kid Zone over here. No more Kid Zone. Wow. Kid Zone does not exist anymore officially.
The blueprint of it still does. Like if you go in there, it's still Kid Zone, like the layout.
Yeah. Whew, it is hot though. We need some water. So because we just went in there, our first impressions of DreamWorks Land, I think personally, just Fievel being gone is a complete letter grade off. Just Fievel was the most fun, not the most fun play area I think at a theme park, but for me it was very nostalgic, and I think Shrek's Swamp compared to Fievel is a bit of a disappointment.
I disagree. I was excited for Shrek, but I was disappointed with the amount of stuff to do in the Shrek area based off of concept art.
So you agree, but you're still disappointed.
But I'm still disappointed.
Okay.
I think the colors, the music, everything there is a much needed upgrade to that area because everything over there was very outdated. It needed to be updated for sure, but
It needed to be relevant.
I think that like I missed the Ball Factory. Like I thought, like the Woody coaster, the Troller coaster, it's kind of one and the same for me. I was the most disappointed in Shrek. But with that being said, this is for kids, not me, a 30-year-old woman. So what is my opinion on this?
The new dance party was fun.
Okay,
It was cute.
I think that's really what's holding this area.
Was that better than
together.
Barney?
Yes, objectively.
Okay. Again, it's relevant.
But
It's what's
nostalgic reasons.
currently comparative to what what kids would like be.
I loved the Barney
entertained
show.
by.
I thought the Barney show was really cute and awesome. I think if they could live side by side together, it would be perfect. But I think as like a replacement for it, I think the DreamWorks show was really cute and much needed.
But the Kung Fu Panda area, big disappointment for me personally.
Yeah, it's just the gutted out Ball Factory, but the Po show is actually pretty cute.
It was cute,
It
but
was cool.
I think still very inferior to what used to be there. And what they did with that, it's still very whimsical and fun, and I think they did a good job of just making that like a good Kung Fu Panda area. I just don't like what they did with what they like. The skeleton of what is left is just what they used basically for that area.
But we're not the demographic, so if you have kids and you went there with your kids, you tell us your opinions
We
because
are
that's
not.
more relevant.
But I do want to go back down the fart slide. And we did talk to somebody because there's some signage there discouraging adults without children to be in that area. It's more just I think like a legal deterrent of just a preference of anybody can use this
They just
area,
don't
but
want
just don't
you
be
at-
weird.
Don't be weird. They don't want adults thinking that they like own the place.
Yeah, don't push children out of the way so that you can go down the
Yeah.
slide and sort of a thing. So just
Like keep in mind that like
Be courteous
children
and-
first
yeah.
there.
yeah,
That's
just
the point.
be reasonable.
Yeah.
But we still need to come back and try the food and I don't know, meet some of the characters too, and again go down that fart slide. I was very happy about that though because I'd only really been seeing stuff about the fart slide. So there were other slides too. I thought that was like just the one slide, and that I was like, that's a bummer. We're back over by Hollywood, and we're heading into the Tribute Store. Finally, oh my god, it's been so hard to avoid spoilers for this place. This is the Tribute Store Plaza, so I'm not going to be doing like a super in-depth walkthrough of this Tribute Store like plenty of other vloggers have done at this point. We just wanted to check it out, right? It's been here for like a couple weeks now. So when I was pointing out a lot of stuff that I didn't even notice. So a lot of these are just references to Universal properties. So announcing the official opening of Universal Studios Florida. This is reference to Twister. What else? Like Jaws and Ghostbusters and even Earthquake here. And then a little HHN reference right there, and then plenty of other references. So this first room is the Mega Video Rentals. It's an old video rental store. Look at all of these Universal property VHSs here. These fun signs on the wall. This is neat, and just like the wood paneling. What? If it's not rewound, you won't be found. Whoa. What? It's E.T.
You can take a picture with it.
What the heck? That's what you were trying to get me to come over
Yeah.
to look at?
It's cool.
There's a lot of like retro merchandise in here, a lot of Back to the Future stuff, and then again some more like VHSs. There's this over here. Okay. What is this supposed to be? That's weird. There's a huge donkey over here, and then a massive Shrek-like video poster over there. Okay, now we're getting into the Jaws section. The merchandise is pretty cool.
It's a very thin fabric.
I really like the wood paneling here a lot. There's some like games down here, and then posters of Universal attractions and entertainment, and then all these TVs here. Oh, that's cool. There's like an ad for it at the Tribute Store. Neat. And then a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. This is back over by the entrance to the Tribute Store. There's some like old electronics here, and this is like the checkout area, I think, for the video rental store. This is like incredibly messy. There's so many like specific little details here. That's really neat. This is also the like the ET, I think, room, like with all the merchandise over here. All right, so now we're heading into the next room, which is the arcade. This is where the Shrek merchandise is, from the looks of it. And this is where you can get the snacks. Out of Magic. Look at this. Fire and Ice. This is neat. It does sort of feel like an arcade in here with all these games and like the black light and the neon lights. Some of these games like actually have displays on them and then merchandise underneath them. And then most of them say, out of Magic, try another game. Whoa. Look at these ears. This is absolutely adorable. Have these always been ears? Or headbands? Interesting. Okay, now we're heading into the next room, the Tribute Theater. So this is actually really incredibly cool. So each of the walls in here is a reference to a classic Universal movie. So there's E.T., there's Back to the Future, Jaws, and Ghostbusters. I attached my other lens, so there's Elliot with E.T. on the bicycle, and then of course the clock tower here from Back to the Future with the time on the clock when the lightning struck. This one is pretty self-explanatory, just a Jaws boat, and then these sort of look like minions a little bit, but I doubt that that's intentional. And finally, the Ghostbusters up here with their proton blasters, proton pack ecto blasters, I forget what they're called. Alright, so we're heading out of the Tribute Store. Now there's a little Earl the Squirrel reference here, like a Hollywood star. So before we leave, I wanted to go inside Schwab's because they have a celebration here of Coca-Cola. So I'm going to get one of these anniversary floats. I think I'm getting the root beer vanilla float. So here's my root beer float on a very hot day at Universal Studios, Florida. This was like $7. So we are finally heading out of Universal Studios today after a very productive day. So the next big sort of activity at Universal is going to be the debut of the Cinesational nighttime show over on the lagoon, and then also the Always projection show over at Islands of Adventure. We'll see what this ends up being too. Over here that was rumored to be like a Super Nintendo World store, but if the preview center is opening up, I don't know. We're back on the moving walkway. We parked all the way down to the very end of the garage, as I consistently do, apparently, at Universal. So thank you for coming with us today to Universal Studios to go to the technical rehearsal of DreamWorks Land, which I think I prefer Kids Zone more, but it's more cohesive. Now, it makes more sense, so I need to be okay with that. But we'll come back, and I want to try some of the snacks that they have in the land. I'm so glad that they have like the audio back in the garage. We get to go to the tribute store, which was pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
I liked it. I like the arcade.
Yeah, I want to go back and like look at the details like a little bit more too. And then before either of those, we went to the Epic Universe Preview Center. So we get to see that, and that'll be opening up soon. At the rate that I edit these videos, it'll probably be open. Because, I've been a little bit busy the past couple weeks, but hey, hopefully we're back on track. We've caught up with some stuff around, I guess, Orlando, and really excited for the rest of the summer with Universal, specifically with a lot of the stuff that they're doing here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.
Bye.